Hello, travelers. This is going to be your Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising for May 2024. This is a general reading, and the messages may not resonate with you. So I suggest that you go back to your Moon and Rising sign to see if the messages will resonate there. I'm having a tough time talking today because the blood pressure medication that I'm on makes my mouth extremely dry. So bear with me. God, I feel like I am in a desert. So you don't have to wait for me to give a reading for you to get a private consultation. All you have to do is email me at this address, HiddenLotus, right, where is it? Right there, my email address, and say to me, Tara, I'd like to have, for instance, a 30-minute reading. So simply email me with that information and I will contact you back promptly. I had somebody contact me the other day and she must have not got my email, or maybe she really didn't want a reading, but I ask you to please check your spam folders if you want a reading and you email me, because I always answer back promptly. My turnaround time is 24 to 72 hours to get your reading. I don't like making people wait. I think that's it that I want to tell you right now. So we will just get into the reading. I have already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I have with me the Radiant White deck, the Levita Sibila for clarification should I need, and I don't know what oracle card. I'm going to pick the Angel Answer deck. Let me show it to you. I'll be using these as oracle cards to wrap the reading up. Okay? Okay. I'm going to turn the camera around so I can shuffle the cards again and we will get started with the reading. I like that. I see everything. So tonight me and Hannah are gonna go see ZZ Top. I'm taking her for her birthday this year. She took me for my birthday to see them back in 2021, before I had the stroke. It might have been 2022. But I had a great time. I danced. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to dance this time, but I'm going to try. Okay. Cut the deck. Thump it again. So, 9 cards down. Here we go. The Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Swords. The Hermit. Already tells me something. Let me get the rest of the cards down. The Three of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. That's funny. The Fool, the Nine of Swords, and finally the Two of Cups. That's a strange reading. What is under the whole deck, the overall energy of the reading? It is the Six of Wands. So what do I have? I have 3 major arcana cards. Those are your spiritual lessons. I have 3 swords, 2 cups, and 1 pentacle. Now remember that these swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. The pentacles either represent finances or the doing of something, the third dimension. The cups just simply represent the emotional quotient that you may be experiencing or feeling about the situation. And over here we have a Wands card, and it basically talks about, in my own personal experience, it speaks to your determination, your focus, your will, and your drive. Well, right off the bat, let me start over. The cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future, and the interplay of the cards. Right in the center, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles simply means that the opportunity may be presenting itself to you to either earn some money or do something new. As we can see here, we have the path. So it's not always about finances. This could simply mean taking a new path or trying something a new way or something. I have 2 nines, the Hermit and the Nine of Swords. That's the only repeated numbers that I have in the spread itself. So right off the bat, the Wheel of Fortune, the first row. The Wheel of Fortune represents a change in your life or lifestyle. Okay? And when it appears, it says it's definitely going to be a change. There's nothing that you can do about it. But the best way to protect yourself through changes in life is to affix yourself on the wheel, so that if you go down, you're going to come back up and the changes won't be so difficult. I think it's a big change for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it relates to either a relationship, which can be a friendship, a business relationship, or a love relationship. I think it's going to be a big change in your relationship life. The Four of Swords represents a moment of rest, meditation, focus, but also I think something happened, something occurred. Either someone said something to you that hurt you, or someone is thinking bad thoughts about you, or you thinking bad thoughts about them. Perhaps even you have said something to hurt somebody. But the card is, see the 3 swords here hanging on the wall? That's the same 3 swords here. If I can get, but in this card, there's a 4th sword right here that's at rest. And this card, this is an effigy. It's not even a real person. So this is my card for the ghosting card. Ghosting. Ghosting. Like somebody said something to you and you had to disappear off the scene. Or you said something to somebody else and they disappeared off the scene. And I see that it has caused a moment of pause and reflection. This is about rest and meditation, removing yourself from a hurtful or stressful situation. But this card says that you have to stop and think about what you're going to do next, or what's going to happen next. Because a 9 is a focus on completion of events. And the Hermit wants you to not only meditate, but he wants you to go within to figure out what's going on with yourself. But the cool thing about the Hermit is he's not just a scholar where he's learning something, he also is a teacher. So he is holding the light out for other people to come and ask him, what has he learned? What does he know? What information can you impart to me about this situation or a situation like it? And it implies that he has a strong support system within himself, because you see he's holding the staff. Right now he may feel like he's frozen in place, standing on that mountaintop, but there's lots of things going on inside of him. Next we come to the present role, the 3 of Swords. It stands for, first of all, it's a 3. And 3s say that it at least is 3 people, at the very least, 3 people are involved in a situation. And it may say that there will be a pause in future events before any success can be realized. The 3 of Swords is a card of heartbreak, of sorrow, of bitterness, and resentment. It can even indicate some kind of unsettling communications, or that you will receive some news that will affect you. Look at the image. 3 swords in the heart. So this is something that either someone has said, they think, they believe, and it hurts you very much. But this card offers a ray of hope, because it says that it's short-term pain for long-term gain. Yes, sometimes people say things to you or think things about you that really hurt, but you know exactly where the person is coming from, where they stand on certain issues related maybe to you. They hurt your feelings. But now that you know that, you can mend from it and move on. So the card offers a level of hope. I already read talked about the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. And right here we see some kind of message, because pages always relate to messages for me. And this message comes as a shock and a surprise, because we have the fish in the cup. Who expects a fish in a cup? But it is a tentative message. It's not fully fledged yet. And there is nothing that is going to move necessarily, because the message has come through. It's something that you will feel or feel some way about. It's a cup. If it was a knight, it would say that the situation is going to move. But it's a page. Now, I come to the Fool card. And the Fool card is about maybe taking risk, going on an adventure, a trip. But it's about embracing the universe and all its wonders. But also there's a warning here, particularly with this card backed up. Are you being foolish? Are you not paying attention? Are you acting too flippantly in order to get a handle on the situation? More about this card in a minute because it's talking to me. It's telling me some things. Here we have a 9 of Swords. This card is really about your mental state. Say that you are worried, you can't sleep, you have insomnia, bad dreams, or simply a bad conscience. Something has happened to make you be this, think this way. It always strikes me that it looks like a ladder going down. So this is about sinking down into your mental state and sinking down into your mind, turning something over again and again in your head and being worried about it. The story of this card is that this is a female, first of all, and it doesn't matter if you are female or male watching this, but the story about the card is she is female, and she is worried because her sons and husband are dead, and she has nobody to take care of her. You see the figures at the bottom carved on the bed. It shows a man striking another man with a sword. Or fighting. And so the only thing that doesn't make any sense, kind of, sort of, is this 2 of Cups. Because of where it falls. It's an outgoing energy. And that means, first of all, it's a 2. And all 2s are about choices and decisions. Options. It's about 1 plus 1 equals 2. And this card doesn't necessarily talk about romantic relationships. It talks about partnerships. The kind of partnership that you have with someone where you just get the other person. There are no arguments. You respect each other. You love each other. You care for each other. It's a kind of relationship in which even your health improves. See the caduceus there? It's about the sharing of energies between 2 people. Now, this can also relate to a business partner. So don't just think it's romantic, because it's not. But it kind of doesn't make sense to me, because it says right here, for lack of better English, alone, heartbreak, and a relationship. Something changes, you get a message, and you don't know if it's a new adventure or you're being foolish. Hence, you have this right here in the center. The rest and relaxation, removing yourself from a stressful situation, having an opportunity to do something new, but you're worried about it. And over here, we have the 6 of Wands. Now, the 6 of Wands is a card about getting your name in the paper. So this could be for good or for ill. But it also talks about receiving your just rewards for good or for bad. It's about leadership and leading, at least leading yourself in the right direction, or it can be about miscalculations of leadership, are not doing the right thing for yourself. But I want to take a look at these cards. I can look at the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords as they relate to these three cards, the spiritual lessons. I will start with the Four of Swords first. Let me tell you something quickly. The reverse Six of Wands warns you to keep tabs on stress, pressure, and tension. Do not allow it to take over. And also to be aware of your own sense of pride. Not to allow it to come to the fore, as it may harm your reputation among others at this time. It feels like it's a reverse Six of Wands. Four of Swords. Indicates that long next to any pentacle, any ace, indicates that some long-term goals or plans need to be reassessed and reevaluated before proceeding. It may be telling you that although you may not be involved with any long-term plans or consideration, when they do arise, make efforts to check and recheck all aspects before proceeding, as some evaluations and amendments may be needed. The Ace of Pentacles. Next to the Wheel of Fortune. Indicates that your hard work has paid off and you are able to receive your rewards. Next to the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles is an indication of ideas coming to fruition. Next to the Three of Swords, it is a message to carefully consider your plans, as becoming involved in an unclear situation may be leading to ongoing duress, as you may be taking on more than you can handle. This card right here. Think about it. But there's also an extra meaning with the Three Swords cards. It may be implying that you have taken on more than you can handle. You are asked to take one step at a time. And it also has a meaning by the Ace of Pentacles. It may be indicating that someone is biting off more than they can chew, and a decision must be made before becoming more involved or taking even more on board. So something is going to change. Some circumstance in your life is going to change. And you have to decide whether or not. As a matter of fact, this card is about promotions. So I'm thinking that perhaps you may get a promotion. And it's business. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is not a romantic situation, but it feels to me like a business situation. And some of you, I think, may have been disappointed in the relationship, whether business or personal, but it comes right. But it's going to be, I think, a slow go here with the Hermit. That's why I don't see any movement in the spread. The Nine of Swords. I'm going to read this message because I think it's important that you should be patient as better things are coming along soon. You are asked not to rush things at this time, as you may hinder your own progress. The Nine of Swords reminds you to maintain faith and trust, which is exactly what I said about the meaning of the Fool. And to trust in the universe. I mean, something is going to change and you can't change it. It's inevitable. The Two of Cups. There are no meaning to the Two of Cups. There's nothing about being next to these two cards. Now, let me give you, you have 2 nines. And 2 nines suggest a house move or a change of address. But that change of address does not necessarily mean like a residence. It could be an office move. I'm trying to decide where this Fool card is belonging because it's not at the end and it's not at the beginning. It sits in a very important space though. And indicates that you may be at a crossroads in life. It's a reminder that you must learn for yourself and for the benefit of others. It tells of treading an unknown path with faith and trust as we seek to find spiritual understanding and purpose while still partaking of earthly life, pleasure, and pain. I think this is representative of some kind of new idea that is formulating or will formulate in your life and you're worried about it. So I'm going to pull cards on to find out maybe for sure if this is a work situation and or a personal relationship. It could be either. The thing is, I just don't see any movement in the spread, and so I would caution you to be patient. I'm going to, because I just want to know what this is all about. The Doctore. This is somebody with just a degree. He can be a degreed medical doctor, but he would not be a specialist or a surgeon. This could be somebody with a degree in accounting, a business, any type of male that has a degree is represented by this, but it also represents helping. Just generally someone who wants to help or is to try and help a situation. The Melancholia. Sadness, depression, feeling like you have a dark cloud over your head. But it will pass soon. This is not a permanent thing. A permanent thing. The Mercante. The businessman. That's all it says. He is someone who, he's not born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He worked for everything that he has. So there is some kind of maybe sadness because you couldn't get help from this person, or, and you see he has his back turned to the past. He's looking towards the future. So somebody who is trying to help, or you wanted to help you, but you are sad because he hasn't, or she hasn't. It's a man. It's a man. Let me look at the Two of Cups. The Consulente Sorpresa. Now this card is just like It stands for a comforting surprise. This is like, hey, I went out fishing and I caught this thing instead. I'll take it. So this just means whatever is happening your way, it's lucky. It's a lucky thing, and you should accept it. The Morte. This is about endings of all kinds, but it is a card of transformation. Now, if this is a relationship, it means that it's whatever kind of relationship, it's over. And don't try to go back and salvage it, because the transformation is into something better and new and different. And the Thief. Okay, well, this is not a good card. So it seems to me that the Thief, that the transformation brings about a kind of some kind of theft. It can be theft of goods and services. It can be theft of love. Let me read what the card says. Financially, it's a terrible card because it heralds theft, loss of money, loan sharks, extortions, money laundering, business offers that will be revoked, illegal activities, or obtaining things by deception. It indicates someone who wants to acquire something that does not belong to them, someone with ulterior motives and a calculating mind. The card also indicates a condition of mental, emotional, and physical or financial drain. It's a very taxing situation on someone on many levels. On an emotional level, it tells of treachery and betrayal. It refers to demeaning situations, immoral practices, or being forced to do something under duress. You have lost your faith through the occurrence of an unpleasant event or the actions of an unpleasant person. Now, it can speak about the type of person that sucks the energy out of you and robs you of your good qualities and self-esteem. The person who brings out the worst in people and who robs people of the awareness of who they really are. And love, this card indicates someone who is unfaithful and or someone who wants to steal the partner for themselves. It also indicates a lack of affinity between two people, whether in a love relationship or not. It is a card of contracts and clashes of personalities. So that could go either way. It looks to me like what you fear. At first it turns out to be lucky, but then it doesn't. But I think the Morte card offers you redemption, because if the situation is such that the person robs you of your dignity, of some of your personal items or money or whatever the case may be, now you know what not to do going forward. It's a learning lesson, and you should be well rid of this person as soon as you can be. It may hurt. Yes, it hurts. Within the next few months. So maybe the question was, how soon will I get over the issue It says within the next few months. In the next few months, what you are asking about will occur. Divine timing means that other people's free will choices are also involved. So keep the faith while all the pieces of the puzzle come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. And it ends with this. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this message helped. And until next month, namaste.